Morning, student. So far we have discussed about the how we can create data frame as well as how we can just like fetch or using the LOC or ILOC and how we can fetch the data frame element or just simply one type of slicing also you can say. So now today our discussion will be on the topic that few changes or updation modification on the data frame. Okay, so just so just a minute, I'm just sharing. So before proceeding to this, first of all, let me know if you have any question on this yesterday's part. That means using LOC or ILOC inside the data frame. So then after that, we can proceed to our next topic, that is adding or modifying rows columns. So yesterday we have discussed the use of LOC and ILOC. First of all, as I mentioned that using LOC, whenever we are mentioning the particular column index or index, through that we can mention, through that also we can fetch, as well as good morning, as well as if we want to mention the ILOC, through the ILOC we can mention the column index as well as using good numbers also. So these are the basically way how we can do that things. Now we are coming to the selecting or accessing individual value. So next topic, selecting or accessing individual values in a data frame. If you want to select or access individual value, so before working anything, so let us create one data frame, simple data frame, just like we'll use the yesterday's one only. Import one does as PD, so we have imported, and now I have to import the Navi also, and we will use the yesterday's one only. Just let me just make this dictionary. This is the dictionary. This is the dictionary taken. Now just I'm converting into one data frame. df equals to d dot data frame within bracket. I will pass city so that automatically it will convert it into data frame. But here we can see the city name as coming as column index. But suppose if I want to change the things in opposite manner, just means I want that Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata index should come as for row index, and population hospital school that should come as column index. So in this way, just we take the transpose of it. So for that purpose, df one I'm taking, another where I will take transpose of df. So here what I can do, this will be df1. So you can see transpose has came. So now next, today we'll go for the today's topic. The topic is, if you want to select, to simply select individual value, that individual values from a data frame. So now how we can do that things. So whenever we need to select individual value, for example, what I mean to say, I want to fetch the Delhi's population. I want to fetch the Delhi's population. So we have to write on that way only, that we have to mention the data frame, that is our data frame one. Then dot, what is your particular column name? What is your column name? So here I have this column name. We can see this population is coming. Now within the population only, which row, or simply within the population which part you want to select. So either we can select, either we can go by the name of that row index, just like here row index, any of the row index, just like DF1, it has the row index Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai. Or also we can have the row index just like 1, 2, 3 in this way position. So here I want to select for Mumbai. So either we can write Mumbai here. So Mumbai, either we can write Mumbai so that it will give the population of Mumbai. Or suppose we can write just like yesterday we have done. We can write its index wise position, that is 0, 1. This is the one position value. If we write 1, same will come. That means here df1 dot population, that means df1, this is my df1, whole part is my df1. Within this Mumbai is there, we can see, and its population I want. So either we can write df1 dot population Mumbai, or we can write df Mumbai df dot population Mumbai, so that also same value will be fetched. In the same way, suppose if you want to fetch the hospital or the school of Kolkata, means how many schools are there, so that I want to fetch from for Kolkata. So either we can mention the row index using the row name, that is either we can write Kolkata, or as per position 0, 1, 2. Also 2 we can write. So here it will show us that the schools in Kolkata is 8,500, that is 8,500. This is only one. This is one way that how we can fetch the element of any particular position. And another position, another way is there, that at and I at. So using just like same thing but in a different way, using at and I at attribute, using I at and at attribute. Using at and I at attribute. So how we can write? So just like df1 dot at, if we mention that, then we can mention the column name within this. So what are the column names, or row names? Sorry, not column name actually. We can mention the row name. For example, I want to mention here Kolkata. So I will mention Kolkata here, comma. Then which part I want to mention, or I want to fetch. So suppose I want to fetch hospital. I want to fetch the hospital of Kolkata. So this like this. In this place also another way is there. If we mention the, for example, within at only, if I want to fetch the schools of Kolkata, so also we can do this by this way, that at Kolkata school. Just a second. Okay, schools it will be. Actually, that's why it has given error. It should be schools. The same name we have to use. So these are the way how you can fetch. So that you know now, already we have done the point that you are asking. If you want to fetch the all leaders of Kolkata only, so df dot just like either you can write Kolkata, already we have done. Okay, it is in small letter, that's why it is giving error. Giving a single quotes and putting in box bracket. So what is not working? Day before yesterday, I guess we have done this work. It's not working. Wait a minute. Already we have done this type of work. So it is not working. Just a minute. whether we can mention the key. Okay, I'm just coming to the point. Somehow it is not working. Just let me check. It's not working. So just first of all, since we are accessing this one, that is only the way. That's how we can mention, or simply through that only we can mention. Even another way is there, just like if we mention, just like last day, yesterday, I have done that one. Any part of subject, just like df1 dot loc within that, within box bracket. Suppose I want to mention for Kolkata only. So for that purpose, which part I will mention that only part of Kolkata I will mention. So in that case, within colon, mention the row position. So what is the row position for Kolkata? Let me display. Let me. This is the previous one using LOC. I am just showing you. Just like let me display the things. If one, first of all, this is the thing. Kolkata is in which position as per row 0, 1, 2 position. So then we have to write df1 dot loc within box bracket. For row we have to write 2 colon 3 comma. Now it's all columns I want to display. Shit, not working somehow. Okay, ILOC we have to give as a position if you want to give ILOC. Yesterday only we have done, so that whenever we are accessing any particular value of any particular city, that time we can use the ILOC position using position, and through the name we can use the LOC by name. Okay, so these are the difference. So now, as I was moving, again I'm just bringing the DF1. This is DF1. As I was discussing about at and IIT, these two things. So at means what? If we want to locate a particular city and its particular element. So df1 dot at, within that, suppose I want to display the Mumbai hospitals. Mumbai, I want to display hospital. So 180 string. In that position, df1 dot iat, within that, position wise if we want to go, so in that case we have to find the position. First of all, row wise it is in which position? 0, 1, one row. This is one row. And what is the which column I want to go for? That is the as the row 0, 1, one column. So one row, one column. Now it will show 181. But it did not get your point. What do you mean to say? That this ISLC box on a range means what? Okay, now today's our next topic will be the adding or modifying data. Modifying data. Adding or modifying data. So what is these things? Suppose we have this particular data frame. Here we can see many values are there, different types of values are there. So now if we want to modify some value, so then how we can modify? For example, just like first of all, let me take a copy of it. Just like suppose in df2 I'm taking df1. So what will happen? That df2 will also have this value, and as well as df1 has also the same value, so that if any changes I do, it will be reflected. So next question is there, df1, if I want to add some particular value, so within df1 for schools, if we want to add some number, just like I want to add schools at 9,000. So what will happen? All the schools will be updated by 9,000. That means what? If you are now display df1, So you can see that all the schools have updated by 9,000. So this is updating. Now, if we want to just like add different value for different schools, so then what we have to do, in that place only just changes will be there. So that for each school we have to provide individual value. Just like for first school I'm providing 9,500, second school 8,500, third school 6,000, and last school for example 4,000. So now what will happen? Now individual school will have individual value. So either these two way we can go for. Now next, another option is there. There is will be, if we use for example these are the way that how we can add new things, new value for different value, different purpose. Now another option is there, assign through the assign method, that how we can update the value. That means suppose if we want to update the value, so in that case we can use for assignment method, just like df1 dot, or in a different, so we can take df3, I'm taking df1 dot assign, df1 dot assign. Within that, which part I want to assign? I want to assign the school part. So I want to assign the school part. Within the school part, now again I am mentioning different value. So for example 1,000, 2,000, 1,500. So this is how also it can work. You can see df3 if we see, so it has this value, and df1 if we see, so it has the earlier value. So in this way we can assign new value and it can store to an area. Okay, so this is called assigning. Now the next very important part is there, that is adding or modifying, just like a row. Now what does it mean? Suppose if you want to, this time we were changing the value for any column, just like for population also we can change, for hospital also we can change in this way. So now if we want to just like create value for particular another row, that means I want to add a new row. Simply here we can see Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai is there. Now another row is there, another row is there. So within this another row, suppose I want to create another value, means another row I want to add. So then how we can go for this? So for that purpose, just like simply we can add this row. Just like for example, I want to add a new row, Bangalore, df1 dot add. We'll add just like Bangalore, for example, Bangalore. This part I want to add, and here column part, for all column part, and for all the value I want to assign 1200. So this will add a new row to our part. But here one sheet is there, that all part is being modified with the 1200. But suppose if we want to add that different part will have the different value, different part will have the different value. So in the same way, just like previous, we have to just like modify, or we have to give different value for different things. This is the thing, the values we have to provide. So in this way, and now we can see it has different values. So this way how we can do the access. Okay, or we can change the element of any particular data frame, or we can add a new element to the data frame. Okay, so any question is there within this part, adding or just like selecting any part? Is there any question? So I'm moving to the next part. This was the adding of things. Now we will go for deleting or renaming. renaming column or rows, column deleting or renaming column or rows. Now, how we can do that? Simply, we already had done the use of one method or simply inbuilt method that is del. So, using that del, we can do that. So, suppose if we want to delete the school one, so in that case, I will write del df1 in that so df1 schools. So what it will do, it will simply delete our that column. So here you can see that it has deleted. Okay. Now on the other hand, just like we know that how we can add it. So now next situation is there. If we want to, for example, delete the rows also, that is also possible. So suppose DL df1 in box brackets. Suppose if I mention one column index, so it will give one error. That means through del we cannot delete any row index. Only it can delete the column index. So this is the difference. This is the use of actually the del. Okay. And in case of to just like to remove rows, what I have to use in that case we have to use the drop command. Just like SQL also you have to in using the drop we can remove the complete table. Just like here we write if1 drop and within bracket here only we have to write wisely just like which index or which row index we want to drop. So I want to drop index, just let me see 0 1 2 3 4. So I want to drop the index 4. So here I will mention drop index 4. In the axis it is not found, but let me display one df1 df1. This is my df1. So then df1 dot drop within box bracket only, or within first bracket only. The list will be mentioned. Now suppose it's like for example I want to drop Mumbai. And I want to drop Chennai. This part I mentioned by using comma also we can assign axis equal to 1 because these are the axis part. It is not working actually. So it may be possible that in this version it is not available. There is also a situation. Sometime this is the correct command. df1 dot drop Mumbai Chennai means we have to mention the row index so that we can drop any things, drop any rows actually. So whenever we need to drop, we have to mention. Just like simply. Also again, let me take another one. Another time, it is not working since. Let me take in another way. Just like here, I want to drop only Mumbai. So here I'm mentioning Mumbai only. We'll close this part, and here I want to store anywhere else. So df4, for example, I want to store it. So it is working now. df4. Now you can see that Mumbai is deleted. So whenever we are dropping, it has to be just like stored so that it will delete properly. So this is the thing, that how we can do the things, how we can delete any rows. And now I'm just going to explain the last topic within this part, pandas one, that is the renaming based on columns. So that is renaming rows or columns. That means column index, simply you can say. So how we can rename it? So for that purpose, let me take the dictionary. It's my df1. Suppose I have this dictionary. So within this dictionary, I have this complete set of things. Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai. These are my default index. So now I want to rename it. So here in this case, what I have to do, df1 dot rename method we have to use. Within the rename, it is very interesting. Just like we have to pass or we have to rename the index. So for that purpose, as I am renaming the index, so we have to mention the index equal to, here is the most important part. That means, no, that is not important actually. Whenever you are deleting the row value, that means x is 1 by default, so no need to mention. By default, it will work. So look into this. Suppose earlier my dictionary was Delhi. So for Delhi, now new name I want to suggest that it should be capital D. Capital D. Then next point is there. Earlier it was has name Mumbai, but in place of that I want to mention M. Single quotes M, it should be single quotes M. Next, other is next key was Kolkata. So for that, now new name I want to suggest, that is K. And after that Chennai was there. Earlier he was there, Chennai. For that I want to mention capital C. And the last key was Bangalore. Bangalore. For that I want to mention B. So in this way I can rename the dictionary. Next goes just the index one. So I think my point is clear. Earlier it has name just like in the DF. What was the row index name? Index was there Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai. So all where has came from the dictionary key or simply like dictionary. Now in that place I want to mention another name. So in that case I have to change the things. So in the same also for column also we can write, here we can see. Okay, so DF1 dot rename in place of Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai. Now it has changed to DMKCB. Okay, this is how we can change the row index. This is how we can change the row index. So also one attribute is there, in that place we can use true or false value. So that is not very important. Okay, and for column, let me show one another example. Suppose I'm just taking this one only, and what I mean to say, now I'm taking little bit. Now I want to mention for column for Delhi I'm using PL, or I'm mentioning MB. For Kolkata I'm mentioning KL. For Chennai I'm mentioning, for example, CH, and for Bangalore I'm mentioning BN, for example. These are my row indexes, and as well as I want to mention now column index also. I want to mention the column index. Now for columns, I want to write columns. So here I have two columns. So for now population, I want to mention population. I want to mention that, suppose for people, hospital, I want to mention med, medicine, medicine only. This one, this one. After that, one simple attribute is there that we can mention, and just like in place, if we write in place equals to, if you mention just like true, then what will happen? The actual reason that is my df1, that is my df1. It will be simply updated. If we write in place equal to true, this is very important. Just let me copy it so that we can understand it better. This time copying it. So now I am first of all placing this in place equals to, sorry, in place equals to false. In place equals to false. So what will happen, that whenever I'm creating a dictionary, it will not reflect to the original one. Okay, let's try some what argument pushing. Okay, it should be one, just one word mistake is there. I'm changing that thought. So yes, come with the new name, but situation is there now again. If we display TF1, so you can see original things has not been updated because in place we have used false, but in the same place if we use in place equals to true, so things will not be there. Things what will do, it will simply update the actual value, is actual data. So now if we can display df1, so you can see actual data frame is updated. Okay, okay. So this is the thing. So ending the session here only.